You were part of a white farming family with a small amount of land in western Massachusetts. You grow only enough to feed yourselves with a little left over to sell in town. You were badly in debt because your crops failed last year and you had to borrow money to buy food and a new plow. You're worried because the bank that lent you the money now demands payment right away. On top of this problem, you've been unable to pay your state taxes, which are very high. The situation is desperate. In this day and age, you can be thrown in jail for owing money or for being behind in tax payments. Worse yet, your land could be taken away to repay your debts. If only you didn't have to repay in cash. You have crops you could give the banker instead of money. But he says he's not willing to fill his bank vault with your stinking crops. In the past, payment in kind was common. Everyone in your family risked their lives in the revolution, fighting for freedom from Great Britain and helping feed the Revolutionary Army. But what kind of freedom is it when you can't even feed your own family and you go to bed each night worried that you will end up in jail? In desperation, you and about 1,000 others decided to take the law into your own hands. Led by Daniel Shays, an officer of the Revolutionary War, you gathered on August 29th, 1786, at the courthouse in Northampton. You were armed with muskets, sticks, and swords. You stopped the trials of several debtors, demanding that the government cut taxes and put more money in circulation. You succeeded in keeping the courts closed for several months. When you marched on the town of Springfield the next February and attempted to capture the public supply of 7,000 guns and 13,000 barrels of gunpowder, you were defeated by state troops. You felt justified in this rebellion because you believe you had no choice. Besides, if all men are created equal, as the Declaration of Independence says, why are some people still rich, moneylenders, and others are poor debtors? And even though there are men in your family who are old enough to vote, they are not allowed to vote because they don't own enough property to qualify. If even your own state government can turn against the majority of the people, you worry even more about the power that the federal, that is the national government, might have under this new constitution. And how will the leaders be elected?